our next guest, a South Carolina native who first burst onto the country music scene after a successful stint on season 13 of The Voice. She's here to talk about her 13-song sophomore album, Dive Bar Beauty Queen. Boy, what a voice. So excited to have her in the studio. Ashland Craft, it is good to see you.
Oh, it's so good to be here. Thank you for having me.
All right, girl, South Carolina native.
Talk.
First of all, before we get into it, because we're talking before camera, Piedmont, South Carolina, you have two brothers. Your younger brother diving into farming, into agriculture.
He's a farmer. Yeah, he's kind of the first one of the fam to really go for it. So it's been cool to visit his farm, and he gave us a little tour and showed us how everything worked. So I'm super proud of him for chasing his dreams as well.
You had to do self-pick, by the way?
Oh, yeah. I got to pull the peanuts out of the ground, so that was really cool.
Speaking of peanuts, I said, you were talking about how you were not really sure of how they were grown or what that process was like. She's been on the road with Luke Bryan, by the way. So, I mean, I think that Luke would give you a...
I know rain makes corn.
Is that...
So.
And you do sing, by the way, about corn whiskey in Right Damn Now. I know you know a little bit about that.
Yes,
I got to talk about, listen, as I mentioned earlier, really honing your skills playing in these bars. I mean, that is an experience and an education that people can't get. And we don't see it often because a lot of people are coming up through reality shows or social media. When you hone your skills like that, I mean, that bar none has to be one of the best.
That's the hard knocks of, true blue honky tonk music. So, I mean, I don't think there's one right way to get into music, but I know for me that was a huge component of like growing up in music, was getting to meet people and learn their stories and truly connect, not just through a screen, but in real life, and try to kind of break that fourth wall you have when you perform. So,
as you say in the lyric of the title cut, it is not for the faint of heart.
It is not. No. If you are not a stay up later and putting makeup on just to put it on, like, I do not recommend, but it was truly, it's always such a fun time getting to play in bars and really any venue, but that's where you find a lot of the stories and the people that you connect with the most, I feel like, is in those honky tonks and dive bars.
Yeah, it's raw, it's real.
For sure.
I think people are going to realize that when they listen to your music. Yes, they're gonna think of real country music, genuine authenticity. For you, coming up and getting exposed to that music, that was through the radio, right? Through your parents. I think your father, you said, was a mechanic?
Yeah, my dad's a blue collar worker, and that being said, he works on cars, and in his shop, he's always got some music playing. He also, for a stint, was kind of like a party DJ for weddings and birthday parties, but through that, I mean, he played all of his favorite music, and he's kind of a mixed bag. He loves old country like George Jones, Merle Haggard, Hank Williams Jr., but he also loved like rock music, so Motley Crue and etc. So Def Leppard. So all of those really had a hand in inspiring me.
Well, it's high energy country, and I said that to you. It really sounds like it plays out like you think of a live performance.
Yes.
And that's what you're thinking of when you're writing these songs, and that was the assumption that I made. That's where you come from.
Absolutely. Yeah. That was the main priority for this record, was to write music for the people that are spending their hard-earned money to show up and have a good time. I want them to have an opportunity to have that good time. So yeah, it's all about dancing and grooving and letting go of the troubles you've worried about all week.
As authentic as you are, I feel like you also would like to see that in the people you hang around, the people that are at your shows. Kick Rock's cowboy, or is shouting out to all the posers out there, just because he has a hat and boots does not make him a cowboy.
Amen. You gotta, if you're gonna look like a cowboy, you better act like a cowboy to the ladies, is what I've been saying on stage. So
I'm sure you're a lot of fun in those live performances. I got to get out there to see you. But you also, boy, you bring it down, and there are some heartfelt moments on this album as well. Wasn't the Chevy is really, I think, a standout. And I said, but it really kind of speaks, it's very authentic to you. You talk about how you're this wild child, and it just weren't the right girl for this guy.
A little bit of a runner. I know, I mean, and that song was definitely based off kind of relationships throughout a certain period of time, but I think that's probably my most raw, vulnerable moment out of the whole record. It's as stripped as we could possibly make it, no background vocals, just a main vocal and the music telling the story. So we really wanted people to feel that heartbreak, for it to be kind of a spotlighted moment on the record. And it feels like a lot of people are connecting. I love self-reflection, and I will not be afraid to admit when I'm wrong. So I just love what that song stands for.
Boy, an incredible writer, incredible performer and singer, and also stepping in as co-producer of this album. It just, boy, you're the real deal. I'm so excited you're here in country music.
I just love it. I love making music and creating. So I just hope that other people love it as well.
Ashland Craft. This is a girl you want to follow. We're going to see you out on the road.
Yes.
By the way, Field and Stream, playing in Winsboro, South Carolina,
Yes,
not too far from your hometown. That is the Eric Church and Morgan Wallen festival that they put together. You got a lot of dates. Jump onto your website real quick. What is it?
Yes, y'all can visit at ashlandcraft.com if you want to find out any information. I'm all over the place, so please come to a show.
And an Opry performance coming up as well, so jump onto that website. A pleasure. Congratulations on
Thank you
everything.
so much.